from the Golden and the Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, are we ready to have some fun? Come on, it's the final for the club, but we can better. I said are we ready to have some fun? All right. Some of the quick announcements before we get started. Please bring your cell phones to the off vibrate position. No table talk, and no issues immediately you will be asked to leave. Please out the way. Bring some words to your friends and family. Let us compete tonight. And make some noise around the stage and all 15 DJs. We're very funny. We're here. Wonderful.
Good energy, good energy. Terrible fucking energy. Come on. Yeah, good. Good. All right, well, I mean, come on. It's the finals. This is the big deal here. You know, this is a big... let's see if we can get you to turn around by the end of the fucking show. I mean, that's the energy all these nervous youngsters want, is that. Just the back of an old man's fucking head. That's what everybody would love, is to see the back of your head. All right, well, there we go. Good energy, awful, we've established. Uncross them, come on. All right, nice. This is the big one. People are nervous. Yeah, I bought a $40 suit from Amazon. That is literally, I have to put my leg up so you can't see the outline of my cock. So this was sewn by a child, and you can tell. It's up my ass and also not hanging on my body well at all. This is a bad suit. It's a bad make. I look like I'm the boss of the Minions. I have no idea or like I sell the paint for highways. Do I look like I sell paint? Like, yeah. Like I'd walk in and be like, "Hi, we haven't changed the color yet. It's this color, and that's what it's gonna be." Look like a over-eager banana salesman. I don't like how I feel right now. And by all of your judgmental gazes, it has to end, because it feels a bit like an employee meeting in here, and it should be more fun. That was good. Little whistle over there was good. Listen, you got to know something. Everybody who's waiting to come on stage is very fucking nervous. They're all sketched out. Some of you are their friends. Some of you are their families. Some of you guys might be their enemies. You never know. Some of you guys might already have your vote locked in, but don't do that, because you never know. That person you voted for tonight could end up being a pedophile. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea. So take a real discerning look at everyone and be like, maybe this person will be a pedophile. And then you can decide to vote later on after. This is the rule. I got to do the rules. So you guys already don't like this, but I got to do the rules, and this is what the rules are. You vote for 3 amateurs. You vote for 3 at the end. When I brought up all the amateurs, you vote for your favorite 3 and 3. Not 1, not 2, not 4, trace of them, okay? That's very simple. Then, when I do the semi-pros, you vote for 2. If you vote for any less or any more, your vote doesn't count. We throw it in the garbage can. We spit on it. They spit on it in the back. They spit on it. And in this time, they lift up their mask, they spit right on it, we throw it. A couple guys wipe their butts on it. So, yeah, and we find out who did that, and we go to their house, and we throw a rock through their window. So you vote. What has happened in here? Did everybody in here come from putting their dogs down? It doesn't feel like the contest yet. I mean, we gotta zhuzh it up a little bit here. We gotta spruce it up some. I know I just said the rules, so nobody's gonna be like, yes, 3, okay, good.
Okay, 2 semis? Great.
I know that, but, you know. All right, well, I'll tell you something that I was honestly thinking about when I was a little bit too high earlier here walking around. When the room was empty, and it honestly felt the exact same as it feels now. And I mean, come on. I was walking around, and this is a legit thought. I was walking around, and I was like, I think people generally, and track me on this, I think people generally feel worse for stray dogs than they do for stray cats. Okay, take it easy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't be talking to these people when they come up here. You got to zip it, sister. But, yeah, you can talk to me a little bit. Yeah, right? People do feel worse for stray dogs. Because you just got to work on the timing, and you'll fucking nail that. All right, it's all right. It's all right. We got to get out. Maybe all you guys are nervous. That might be what this is. All right. People feel worse for stray dogs. Absolutely. From over there. A big yeah. Because what happens when you see a stray dog in a neighborhood and you're driving around? What do? You see it and you're like, oh my God, help that. Help it. That's somebody's fucking family. Help it. That's a fur baby. Help someone's son. You see a stray cat in the neighborhood and you're like, this is a bad fucking neighborhood. What is that? What am I, in a fucking favela? What is that thing? When people adopt dogs, they have beautiful stories for when they adopt dogs. Every dog story, they're like, we went to the pound and it jumped on my daughter and it cured her cancer. And we knew that was the dog for our family. We love him. This is how you adopt a cat. You go like this. Hey, come here. All right. Live over there now. Not going to name you. Not naming you. You have a bad day and you come home to a dog and a dog knows. A dog fucking knows you had a bad day. A dog's like, oh my God, you had a bad day? You want to sit on the couch? I love you. Sorry. What happened? Tell me. Pet me. Love me. You have a bad day and you come home to a cat and a cat's like, hey, remember 9 years ago when you sprayed me with the squirt bottle? Took a huge shit under your bed. I'll see ya. All right, that was good. That was good. That was a good dry run. Now we're going to start the contest. So let's start clapping. This is what we're going to do. Don't heckle these people. Give them a fair shake. Don't yell out. Don't be super drunk. Don't flop out on the stage. Don't puke on your table. Everybody, let's have a good time. So now, when I bring up, that's not for that. When I bring up the first comic in the contest in the amateur division, I want you guys to all start clapping super loud. Big, big, big welcome, all right? So here we go. The first comedian in the funniest person in Cincinnati finals is McGregor Lakes.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right. Before I begin, I got a question for my fellas. Fellas, how we doing tonight? Yeah. All right, fellas, I want you to make some noise if you love getting head. Yeah. All right, line up. I'm sorry, I thought we liked getting head, but now the fat, hairy gay guy's giving it out and you don't want it anymore? Here's the thing about me. I love pizza, okay? I don't care if it's been on the ground or if it's Little Caesars, I'll still eat that shit up. You guys don't love head. No, but I am gay. I'm also really fucking stupid. Like, I didn't know I was gay until I was 19 years old, which is weird because I was on the football team in high school. So just like imagine me in a locker room surrounded by all these buff, naked, sweaty dudes. I'm just absolutely rock hard thinking, man, I love football. Camaraderie, athleticism, brotherhood. I don't want to fuck these guys, these hot dudes. No, I want to put my head in the game. I do think being gay does give me special insight, however, on people and relationships. Like, for example, I think some men are gay simply for the fact that they are way too horny to be straight. Okay, let's break it down. I don't know a lot about having sex with women. But what I do know is that it is a long, arduous process. Okay? Apparently, right? Apparently, you have to take her on these strange, mystical rituals called dates, where you have to take her out somewhere, spend a lot of money on her, call her pretty, even if she's like an ugly bag. I was raised to be honest, kind of messes with me. But gay dudes, you just kind of go to a house, and it's just kind of like, hi, my name's McGregor Lakes. I'm fully erect right now. And the other guy's like, oh, hi, McGregor, my name's Rand Barnacle. I, too, have a boner. Let's solve this problem together. I like to think you guys laughed when I mentioned Rand, not because I accused him of being gay, but because I accused him of having sex with me. No, I came out in my hometown, which was this small, weirdly conservative town in Kentucky. So all my friends had these weird, close-minded questions, like, McGregor, are you afraid of getting AIDS? It's like, that's my primary weight loss plan. I don't know. I watch the Dallas Buyers Club like straight people watch Rocky. It's very inspiring. I don't know. But that wasn't the first time I learned that my hometown was like a weird, fucked up place. It actually happened in elementary school when it had gotten out that I was Jewish, actually. And what the kids on the playground decided to do that day was to chase me around and throw rocks at me and chant, "Stone the Jew." I know, it's really fucked up. But here's the first thing. I am not Jewish. I have no idea where that rumor came from. I think I told a friend I was self-conscious about the way my nose looked on my face. And he just started doing like Klansman forensics, like, you know, McGregor's got a big nose, Jews got big noses, Jews put dinosaur bones in the ground to disprove Jesus Christ, we gotta kill this guy. Very awkward. But the worst part was running home to my mom crying like, Mom, I fucking hate Jews! And she's like, oh my God, what are you doing with the players? Like, am I Jewish? They're making fun of me for being Jewish. She's like, what the fuck did you tell them? I told her the nose thing. And she was like, McGregor, hold on. You're like 7, and you're self-conscious about the way your nose looks on your face. Are you a fucking faggot? I've been McGregor Lakes. You've all been wonderful. Thank you so much.
McGregor Lakes, everybody. All right, big energy, big energy, big energy for your next comedian, Gretchen Schultz.
What's up, everyone? I got a weird comment the other day. Somebody came up to me and they were like, girl, your pussy's on fire. I was like, thanks? Because it sounds like a compliment, right? But how do they know I have a UTI? It's burning so bad. I do typically have a UTI. I think it's from all the dirty boys I sleep with. It's the worst. I hooked up with a guy recently, and he didn't have a bed sheet. He also didn't have a bed frame, but that's okay, you know? Because the monsters can't hide under there, you know. You're further from God, makes hooking up more acceptable, right? I don't have a bed frame. People go, especially guys, they go into my room and they're just like, oh, wow, she gets me, you know? It's pretty It's pretty nice. But yeah, no, this guy doesn't have a bed sheet. So I asked him, because that's not acceptable. Bed frame, fine. Bed sheet, come on. I was like, where's your bed sheet? He said, well, I only have one that fits my old mattress. I actually got this mattress from my neighbor. Oh, a used mattress from your neighbor, and you didn't get a bed sheet. Okay. So I definitely got some sort of disease that night. But I gotta say, it was not an STD. No, because we used a condom. We did. It was unwrapped and from his neighbor, but, you know, we slapped it on there, really hoping it works, you know, really hoping. I've had a lot of bad hookups. I hooked up with a magician once. Oh my God, that's so shameful, isn't it? Magician. And then when he brought me home, I found out not only is this guy a magician, he also has a micro penis. Oh my God, a magician with a micro penis. Has anyone here seen a micro penis? I know they're hard to spot sometimes, but no. I was like, you're a magician, dude. Can't you make it up here bigger, you know? A little bit or something. I was like, okay, well, this guy is a magician, so maybe he has some sort of trick up his sleeve, right? So I was thinking maybe the rest of his penis is behind my ear, huh? Maybe, yeah. Oh, fuck, no, it's not there. And then I thought, well, maybe it's like a handkerchief situation, so tried to pull on it. He said, ow, what are you doing? But most people with a micro penis are pretty good at other things during sex, right? You know, they should be. But he's a magician. He doesn't know how to pleasure a woman, no. No, so I had to look in his hat for anything that could help me out, you know? Like a rabbit. Or a magic wand. Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I was just so tired of him fiddling around down there being like, is this your clit? Just was so tired of that. I've been micro penises are not too bad, right? Honestly, because they're an easy blowjob, let me tell you. I can really show off my skills with a micro penis, you know? Because sometimes big dicks are a little intimidating, right? They're kind of like those big lollipops you see at the mall, right? They look great, but they don't quite all fit in your mouth, right? But micro penises, those are like ring pops, you know? They're short, sweet, gone in a bit. And when you're done, you know there's a ring, because you're the only one that's going to suck it, right? Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of men. Sorry. I have a hard time, getting in a relationship with a man, because lately men to me have been like umbrellas, because once they open up, I can't get wet. Not anymore. Unless they're broken, then I can get pretty wet. All right, guys, that's been me. Thank you.
Gretchen Schultz, everybody. And keep that energy going for Lauren Hutton.
How's it going? Go Bananas! What's up? I was helping my niece with her homework, and she asked me what sound an X makes. I was like, honey, that's a really easy one. And X goes, I'm a lesbian, and we should get divorced. She learned a lot that day. She did. She learned all about Ohio fairy tales when two people with low standards and baggage try and run away from their problems at each other. It's a match made in Hamilton. It really is. As you heard, my name is Lauren Hutton, and I love my name. I was named after my grandfather, and he, too, was made fun of for having a girl's name. It could always be worse, like I could be named after something lying on the ground, like Matt. Or I could literally be named the ground, like Savannah. It could always be worse, like I could have a name that's something I don't have. Oh my God, Grace, what happened to your leg? I fell down. My name is Grace and I fell down. Lauren is actually my middle name. When people find that out, they're like, why wouldn't you use your first name? You're on stage all the time. It's Savannah. My dad retired last year, and my mom wanted to throw him a retirement party. So she had a banner made that said, retirement means you get twice the man and half the money, which is adorable and accurate. But she didn't know how to spell the word twice, so she just put a number 2 and a little ST above it. Fucking toast, that's right. How did that saying go, Mom? Retirement means you get toast the man and half an education? What was it? No, I get it. I'm going to college. We were very religious, so college for me meant the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary. And if you find that intimidating, just know that Southern Baptist just means that sometimes your professor will bring in a snake to test your faith, okay? They're all part-time zoologists. I dropped out of Bible college after watching a fist fight break out over infant baptism. You heard that correctly. I was just minding my own business, and then I heard somebody say, well, you can dunk them, just don't hold them down too long. And I was like, let's go find out what that is. I get to the next room, and there was a guy giving a very intelligent argument, something about like, you know, it doesn't make any sense to baptize a baby when they don't understand what they're doing. And then he got mauled by a bunch of rednecks. I went and called my mom, and I was like, I'm dropping out of school. She was very disappointed. She had a lot of questions that I didn't want to answer, but one that stuck out to me was, I mean, Lauren, do you even have a favorite part of the Bible? I was like, of course, Mom. Every single page makes great rolling papers. That's a lesson you can take home with you. The family Bible doesn't need all them blank pages in the back. Somebody smokes joints with Bible paper on this side of the room. That's right. Getting high on the Lord. Calm down, I got more jokes. Okay. I was a vocal major, so I spent 2 years in that school being a worship pastor. $42,000 down the hole. That's right, I wasn't born sounding like this. I paid God for it, y'all. Having a voice like this is not all that it's cracked up to be. Like, I'm whispering. It does come in handy when I do oral sex. I don't even have to get down there and open my mouth. I just go, are you there yet? People ask me dumb shit after shows like, oh my God, you got radio talk good voice. You got beer breath and a unibrow. Why don't you go and take 2 steps? Do you do impressions? Why would I do impressions? I sound amazing. I don't do impressions, but I do. I'm laughing at the word doo-doo. Let's move on. Could you imagine me on NPR? I would ruin that shit. This next track is brought to us by an Aboriginal family that's crafted didgeridoos from the bones of their ancestors. This song is called Are You There Yet? Thank you very much. I'm Lauren Hutton.
Lauren Hutton, everybody. Keep that energy going. Big energy for your next comedian, Spencer Tomoki.
Hey. All right, how are we doing, everybody? Good? Oh, beautiful, beautiful, man. Oh, man, so excited, dude. The other day, my friend told me he had never seen any of the Jackass movies before, and so I immediately had to show it to him. And he got way too psyched on it. Like, we came out of there, and he was like, dude, how sick would it be to hang out with those guys? I was like, hang out with the Jackass crew? You want to be friends with those guys? You got to spend the night at Steve-O's house? Spend the night. It's at the O residence. You're over there. He's just, you sit down on the couch. He's like, you good, man? You need anything? Can I get you a glass of water? Maybe some hot sauce for your eye? Yeah, dude, just make yourself comfortable, dude. We could throw something on the TV, or I could staple my nutsack to my own leg. We're just hanging out, bro. Oh, yeah, dude, and if you need to use the restroom, it's just right down my throat. Actually, changed my mind. That does sound kind of fun. I'm a Deadhead. I love the Grateful Dead. Potheads. Hell yeah, no, I do. I love the band, man. I always go see the Dead shows every time they're in town. And every single time I'm at the shows, I notice the same things. First of all, 0 people in the crowd with abs. It's 40,000 people there. How many mushrooms are they eating? Also, what I notice when I'm over there, people love to bring their little kids to the Dead shows. There are so many reasons to not have your young child at a Grateful Dead concert. But the thing that always blows my mind is there are so many balloons filled with nitrous oxide. A kid is going to ask their parents for a balloon. And that's so insane to have to explain that to a kid. So like, no, I'm sorry, buddy, you cannot have a balloon because these are grown-up balloons. Now be quiet, finish your mushrooms. I did eat some mushrooms at the Dead show. I felt like you were judging me. Just gonna look over here. I ate mushrooms at the show. I'm sure if you eat mushrooms in private, like with some close friends, in a place where you feel safe, you could probably have a really beneficial experience, learn a lot about yourself, But if you eat mushrooms at a crowded concert venue, the only effect they have on you is they make it so right when you look at somebody, you can immediately tell if their eyes are too close together or too far apart. It's like a fucking superpower, dude. I'm just walking around the venue, I'm like, that's wrong, that's definitely wrong. Why is that my first reaction to tell people the dimensions of their face are fucked up? And when you do finally see somebody with their eyes the right distance apart and you're on mushrooms, you just... I love you. Dude, a lot of weird stuff going on in my neighborhood lately. I was in my apartment building the other day, and I went to go get the mail, and then just sitting by itself on top of the mailboxes, it's like a row of mailboxes, and then by itself on top, there was a letter, just mysterious, addressed to my building with no apartment number, and the name on the envelope was Gatorade Smith. I mean, I don't know why everybody's not freaking out right now. That is not a name. I fucking racked my brain as soon as I saw that. I was like, how do you get that name? You know what I mean? I imagined the dad sitting the son down telling the story. Like, well, son, one day your mother and I were on a road trip. I had to use the restroom, didn't really feel like stopping. Found myself a Gatorade bottle in the back seat. Relieved myself. And at that point, my dick was out, so me and your mother just went ahead and fucked in the back seat. And then 9 months later, you came along, little Gatorade. Of course, that's not your full name. That's just your middle name. Your full name's Lemon Lime Gatorade Smith. I heard your mother say dinner's almost ready, so go and get your sister Capri Sun, your adopted Chinese brother Tang. Go and get down there. Yeah, dude, but just weird stuff in my neighborhood. Like, I got home like 2 a.m. the other night. I pulled into a spot outside my place. I smoked a little weed, and I was just wrapping things up when this dude crossed the street in front of my car, and he noticed me. And so he pointed and gave me a thumbs up. Hey, guys, that's my time. Thank you. I'm Spencer Tomoki.
Spencer Tomoki, everybody. And keep that energy going for Alex Hernandez, everybody. Oh.
Go Platanos, how we doing? Heck yeah, bro. Heck yeah. We having some fun here tonight, damn. Sheesh. All right, let's have some fun, yeah? All right, I'm Mexican, clap if you noticed. Like, I was like, I ain't falling for that shit. Nah, dude, somebody the other day did tell me, they're like, you don't even cuff Mexican at all. Yeah, I've decided I'm just gonna start walking in rooms like, hola, soy Dora, ¿tienes tequila? Have you seen my boots? It's time for work. I'm not just Mexican, I also dance. Nah, dude, I started doing ballet when I was 16. Look me in the eyes when you judge me, bro. Look me in the eyes. It's cool. All my friends, they were cholos. Those are Mexican gangsters. So they all made fun of me fucking too. You know what I'm saying? They all made fun of me, but I didn't care. Because honestly, it came natural to me. Natural. The teacher was like, first position. I was like, on the table or what? What's up? She's like, no, first position. Heels together, chest up, frame your arms. She's like, how do you feel? I was like a product of my environment. I was good too, for real. Fucking. What up, fool? I was solid, bro. I appreciate y'all being out here for real, because like y'all supporting comedy means everything. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Go Bananas in the club. Give it up for your host. Your host up here dressed like the Steelers just went bankrupt. Love the guy. Nah, yeah, cause like I'm from Lexington, and there's like, y'all been to Lexington? Cool. Y'all are like cool. Y'all are like me. Fuck that place. Nah, it's cool. It's a cool spot. But like, there's not a lot to do. And like, me and my girl, we're both dancers. Like, that's real. Like, we dance. I know it looks like I eat chicken nuggets like chips. But I be dancing. You know what I'm saying? I like to have fun. Me and my girl, like, but the thing is, like, you can't go to a lot of clubs. Like, there's a bunch of couples in here, a bunch of beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? You go to a club, you're having a good time, you're dancing, you're doing your thing, right? You and your girl. And you see always there's these guys on this wall, and they only give you 2 looks. Or the. That's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's why the best place to go is the gay bars, because like the dudes on the wall be like, hola, ¿cómo estás? Soy Boots. Me and my girl, we was at the club, we was having a good time, just it's Britney, bitch. You know, doing our thing. I was like, babe, I'm gonna get us a drink. I'll be right back. She's like, okay, cool. I walked to the bar. I just felt somebody, whoop, whoop. First of all, here's the thing. You go to a club, people gonna flirt. You know what I'm saying? And when you look like a snack, you gotta accept the consequences. You know what I'm saying? I turn around though, small Asian man, open shirt, faux hawk, shorts, looking dead at me, just First of all, this is disrespectful, bro. Somebody grabs your ass, you turn around, they're just dead locking you in the eyes. He's like, I got your nose. Bitch, give it back. What's wrong with you, dog? What's wrong with you? But I told you I'm a dancer, so I was like, I know what this shit is, a challenge. I grabbed that shit back. I was like, you not gonna fucking disrespect me in this bitch. My favorite part about doing that joke is that white people go, woo! Black people are like, that was okay. Bro, he grabbed that shit, ate it. I was like, you just eat my ass in public?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your host, Mr. Rand Barnaclough.
Alex Hernandez, everybody. And keep it going for your next comedian. Big energy for Halima Abshir, everybody.
Guys, you're great hosts. The Very Yellow, Rand Barnaclough. Guys, keep it going for me. I know you guys all love the dancing. Dancing's great, but look at Rand's suit. Look at that. What the fuck? It's amazing. Guys, my name's Halima. I'm really, really happy to be your diversity hire. So happy to be here. I live my life in blackface. I live my life in blackface, folks. You guys getting settled in? I'm so black that when I drive through Montgomery, people just call the cops on me. Oh, is it too close to home, folks? Oh, you just said that the other day. Oops. Guys, I have resting political discussion face. I just look like a walking Twitter argument all the time. Yeah, you guys are looking at me and you're thinking, wow, you voted for Kamala. Not Biden, Kamala. And I'm like, dude, I don't even vote. You know what I do instead of voting? I just get high and watch Steve Harvey. Yeah. Every day I'm just like, what your ass say? Yeah. Guys, I was actually called sir at the gas station the other day. Yeah, I know. That's the quickest it's that funny. When it happened, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. It's the quickest sex change I've ever had. Yeah, the guy was just like, hey, how's it going, sir? And I was like, well, it's going great. I have a 6-inch dick now. Yeah. The balls haven't dropped. Yeah, Kevin at the gas station, whatever gender you are. I told all my trans friends, I was like, fuck that health insurance, dude. He'll pronoun you straight, dog. It's amazing. Guys, I actually recently came out of the closet. I came out to my dad. I came out to my conservative Muslim dad, and I told him, hey, I do comedy. Yeah. And he was like, I'd rather you be a sinner to my God than try to be a clown at night. Yeah. You guys heard that right. I was raised Muslim, but I'm not anymore because I'm better than them. Yeah. Instead of Ramadan, I just have bacon. That's really, yeah. I divide my life into before and after bacon. That's life. You don't get it? You don't jam with bacon? What are you on, turkey bacon now? The death of the old white person, man. Guys, I look like I should star in like a Benjamin Button reboot where I play Harriet Tubman. Guys, I was actually watching a basketball game the other day and I saw this like Hennessy ad, and the slogan of the ad is Hennessy, the spirit of the NBA. But I think it should be called Hennessy, the spirit of a nigga. Hennessy, embrace your inner nigga. Hennessy, you can laugh, white folks. Hennessy, congrats, Connor. You can say the N-word now. Good. You guys are a fun crowd. And do you guys think that like Crips get mad when they find out that they have high blood pressure? There's like, ain't no blood out here, cuh. And the doctor's like, sir, your blood pressure is high. I said it's on Crip pressure. Why the fuck them vials red? I said I'd get my Crip pressure from McDonald's. Right. I work at a coffee shop and I had like a customer at my job who like didn't tip, and then he started complaining about President Trump. This was like yesterday. It's been 6 years, dude. It's been a long time. Like, you don't really hear people complain about past presidents that way. You don't really hear people going around yelling, fucking Andrew Jackson? Who the fuck asked for Manifest Destiny? Goddamn Ulysses S. Grant? It's called financial responsibility. Fucking Polio Roosevelt? Guys, that's my time. Thank you guys so much. You're a great host, Rand Barnaclough.
Halima Abshir, everybody. And keep that energy going. Come on now for Jeff Norris.
Wow. Thanks. All right. So my name is Jeff Norris. My nickname growing up was Kool-Aid. And it's because I always had a Kool-Aid mustache. Do you know what a Kool-Aid mustache is? It's the red mark you get above your lip, and you get it from being poor. That's right. It's the only way to get it. Show me a rich kid with a Kool-Aid mustache. You've never seen one. I was a good kid. I didn't do well in school. I took a whole year of Spanish, and I don't exactly like habla español, you know? Took 2 years of French, and I don't exactly like habla French or whatever. But I know this. I've got 2 stories. I got time to tell one. I've got a story I'm gonna let you choose. I got a story about my Mexican friend Julio, and I've got a story about the worst strip club in America. What do you think? Strip club or Julio? Julio, okay. This guy doesn't even believe I have a Mexican friend named Julio. All right. Yeah. Is it because I'm dressed like a manager at Old Navy? Pretty cool. All right, we'll do the Julio story. We'll save the strip club story for another time. All right. I was hanging out with my Mexican friend Julio, and we went to the worst strip club in America. Yeah. Yeah. It's the same story. It's like real voting. Like you think that you get a shot. So here's what happened. Me and Julio, we go to this strip club's in Panama City, Florida. Not Panama City Beach, which is what you're thinking of. Panama City, different place. Panama City Beach has the white sandy beaches. Panama City has the black tar heroin. So we go to this strip club. The name of the strip club is Tan Fannies, okay? And that's not a good name. And I think it's because nobody wants to see a fanny. You know, like if your friend was like, hey, let's go to a strip club and see some ass, you'd be like, okay, you know, aggressive friend. But if that same friend was like, hey, let's go to a strip club and see some fannies, you'd be like, you can't come. You're a creep. We walk into Tan Fannies, no cover charge, which is a good sign. And the first thing we notice is there's no music playing, there's no girls dancing. It's just, I don't know if you've ever been in a quiet strip club before, but it's essentially a sad library for boobs. So we're like, all right, that's fine. So we get some drinks. Julio gets a beer. I get a glass of Kool-Aid. We post up. So we start playing pool because we don't know what to do. A young lady comes up to us. She says, hey, for $5, I'll play pool with you topless. Kind of weird, yeah. And we're like, no thanks. And no offense to her, but she did look like the lifeguard from Baywatch, David Hasselhoff. She, real handsome woman. So we, yeah, big Hasselhoff fans. So we're like, now if I look at Julio and I was like, where did you take me? What is this place? Why are there no girls dancing? Why is there no music on? Why did the Hoff try to hustle me in pool? And he was like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, the girls don't dance until you put money in the jukebox to play the music. And I was like, oh cool, like an a la carte strip club, okay. Okay. And that's French for terrible. So I think. So Julio puts money in, a young lady gets up to dance, and I'm not a doctor. But I can tell, I know when someone's 9 months pregnant, so I leave. And that's the end of the story, but Julio gets mad at me and I tell that story because he disagrees on certain parts of it. He's always like, oh, Jeff, you messed something up again. I'm not Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican. Yeah. So I just tell him, listen, man, Cancun, Puerto Rico, I don't care what part of Mexico you're from, just be proud of it. I'm Jeff Norris, thank you.
Jeff Norris, everybody. Keep that energy going. Keep that energy going for Joe Pappalardo.
Give it up for Julio one more time. Wow. Wow. My name's Joe Pappalardo. Pappalardo, that's Italian. It means fat daddy. I'm neither of those. Right, I get up here like, who's this handsome lesbian? It gets funnier the longer you look at me. This is my face. This is a good year for me. I'm celebrating a year of sobriety. I did it. And comedy is just like being an alcoholic. Every time I'm home, my family begs me to quit. And I'm not stopping, dude. I'm doing this till I start drinking again. I'm trying to get on My Strange Addiction. Have you guys seen that? That's a show. My Strange Addiction is a show where kids will be addicted to drinking gasoline. And the parents are like, we need to get cameras in here. And my parents never did that for me, you know, so I'm here. My parents' favorite thing to watch on TV was Old Yeller. And they made me watch it every time I asked for a dog. And so it is a children's movie, and it's a movie where a family adopts a dog, and then an hour later they shoot it. And I'm 7 years old, I'm watching, I'm like, man, this would have been a lot shorter if that dog was a cat. All right, that kid would have been like, come on, Dad, let me do it. I live in D.C. now, and D.C. is trying to make everything more accessible. And I think it's gone too far. They started labeling their bicycles in Braille. Dude, I'm not trying to get canceled up here, but I'm anti-blind bike people. I mean, we gotta stop this, man. They're skidding around feeling everything. Like, they're like bike people, but worse. Because they can't see. You know, people think I hate blind people. I don't. I just don't want a Helen Keller highway. Dude, we got to stop this. We got to save them. I think we should just go to all the bike racks and put stationary bikes. They're not going to know. Dude, come on. We got to save him, man. I'll put a little fan on the front and have him power that. I'll go out. I'll simulate traffic with them. They're going to be right at home. My grandma was dying the other day, and dude, I walk into her hospital room. Her last words to me, she says, Joe, tell me a joke. And I said, Grandma, I love you. Oh, don't owe me. Dude, what am I supposed to say in that situation? She's on her deathbed. She just asked me to be the closer to her entire life. That is the most pressure you could put on a comedian. I'm not opening for God. Right, I walk in there, I'm like, Grandma, you've been a great crowd. But tonight you meet your maker! I walk out of that hospital room. Every nurse fist bumps me. They're like, man, you killed. I'll keep digging this hole. I don't care. She didn't even laugh. She just went, oh. This is a lot louder than the hospital room. Damn, okay. My other grandma loves that joke. And I told her I'm writing a new one. Thank you very much. I'm Joe Pappalardo.
One more time for Joe Pappalardo, everybody! And keep that energy going. Big energy for Grant Weber, baby!
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here. I just drove in from Indiana. I went to Indiana University, so I have to root for IU sports, which I hate because I grew up rooting for Ohio State sports. And going from rooting for Ohio State to rooting for IU is like going from dating a supermodel to marrying an elderly blind woman that beats me with a shovel. I hate IU fans. I hate IU basketball fans the most. They all say the same thing. They're like, we got 5 championships, 5 banners, but 2 of them were from before the civil rights movement. I wonder how Indiana won those. So that's why I only count 3/5 of Indiana's banners. Bam, all right. All righty here. I went to IU. I got to meet people from all over the country. What I learned from meeting people is that the cooler and more exciting a city someone is from, the more of a complete dickhead they are. Like, I'm from Indianapolis, so like I'll blow someone and then pay them. Like, that's like, it's kind of my vibe, you know? It also made me care a lot less about global warming, because I heard one stat, it said, hey, if we don't end global warming by 2030, then all of Miami will be underwater. Oh no! Not the good people of Miami. They should change that stat. They should say, hey, if we don't end global warming by 2030, then everyone from Miami will come here. It's like, okay, we gotta build some windmills or something. Yeah, it's hard for us to care about global warming in the Midwest. You know, Florida gets the hurricanes, California gets the wildfires. We just get to day drink in January. It's a nice deal. I met so many people in college from California. They're like, you live in the Midwest? Why the fuck would you live in the Midwest? That's such a shitty place to live. And now their houses are on fire. Help! No. I don't think so. I want to crush beers during the playoffs. After college, I moved back to my hometown. Some people don't like living in their hometowns. They're like, oh, there are just too many people from high school that I don't want to see. And I'm like, really? It's not that bad seeing people from high school. And then I realized I only think that because I'm one of the people from high school that nobody wants to see. Yeah. So I don't blame them. I got arrested in high school for getting drunk at a football game and then streaking on the field. And now I do stand-up comedy. I'm not someone you move forward with in life. I'm who you call after a breakup when you want to go to the brass ass on a Tuesday. That's like, it's more my vibe. I did get arrested. I know I don't look like the type guy to get arrested. I look like the type guy who tattled on someone who got arrested. I look like a young Jeb Bush ratting out his Adderall dealer. Just like, it was him. Please clap. I did though. I got arrested twice actually. The second time I was the Indy 500. Any Indy 500 fans here? Yeah. Fuck that place. Got arrested there. They took me to jail, and when they take you to jail, they have to strip you down butt naked and search you. And I take my clothes off, and my penis is just like the smallest I've ever seen it in my entire life. Like I was on a treadmill in Alaska. I was like, what the fuck? The guard, he's like, yeah, sorry, I know, it's embarrassing. I'm like, you didn't have to say that. We didn't have to. So then I go into jail, and they had the TVs on in the drunk tank, but I didn't get to watch any of the race, because I got arrested on May 29th, 2016. And, as some of you may remember, on May 28th, 2016, was the very high-profile shooting and killing of Harambe the gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo. So instead of watching the race, I just spent 25 hours in jail watching around-the-clock CNN coverage on the killing of Harambe the gorilla. And that whole summer, every asshole had the same joke. They all said the same thing. What did they say? Dicks out. I actually did take my dick out for Harambe. I don't find that funny, you fucking posers. Hey guys, I'm Grant Weber. You guys have been awesome. Thank you.
One more time for Grant Weber, everybody. And keep that energy going for Deandre Stringer.
Let's keep that energy, white people. Let's keep that energy, white people. Yeah, how we doing? We feeling all right? You feeling all right? Let me say hell yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, white people. I love it. I love it, white people. This is the type of white people that I love to see that's going to be stumbling to their cars later tonight. No, for real. I love it. Listen, I feel like there's a white girl in here right now that's almost to the point to where her spine is about to say, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? She is almost to that level of about to saying, fuck it. Listen, I don't know what it is, white women, when y'all spine disconnect from y'all bodies, it's just like, oh my God, we're here. We're here now. What's going on? Listen, this is not a make-believe. Listen, I was leaving a club one night. It was a white woman drunk as shit, okay? Walking towards me like she just learned how to walk. Stumbling like she was Bambi fresh out the pussy. Just going. All I heard in the white distance, she was like, white man, she went to Scary Movie 5 on my ass. She said, white women, why y'all here? What the fuck? What is that? She screamed so loud, the girl all the way in the back said, bitch, I'm by the car. She said, where's my keys? Do you have my keys? We took an Uber. This one fucked me up. She said, I can drive. Bitch, get your ass in the car. Drive my ass. Ain't nobody sober in their right mind say, I can drive. Nothing. So if your woman left here tonight like, babe, I can drive. Bitch, get your ass in the car. Listen, I love this young, old diversity crowd. It is so young and old. We sitting here looking like a community college right now. We all are furthering our education together. I love it. I love it. Cause listen, y'all gotta realize this. I grew up old school. Okay, I'm 25 years old. 25, old school. I grew up around 25. Yeah. Ooh, that's that white woman. 25. But 25. But my mama taught me old school music. I'm talking about real music, like people who sang for real, okay? I'm talking about like Al Green. Al Green had a song said, I'm so in love. Oh, come on, make me happy. What? But you wanna do. There we go, here we go. It's what? It's all okay, pause. We gonna stop. Somebody didn't show up to choir rehearsal. Cause y'all fucked it up. Somebody in this dude was like, hey, bitch, this not your solo. This not your solo. But no, listen, y'all, I can't, that's real music. That's real music. I can't get with that swallow me, gwallow me. I can't get with that. That shit sound dangerous. Any bitch that got wet pussy, you not inviting her to your house at all. Cause you gonna be like, bitch, you gonna fuck up my comfort. No, I can't get with that. Like I said, y'all, I grew up with real singers. I grew up listening to Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill had a song that said, my, what? You sure look good tonight. Hey! But what y'all didn't realize, though, Johnny was the first person to ever have a stutter problem. Because if you listen to that song, Johnny's singing the shit out that damn song. But he get to the part and say, ma. See, I know stutter when I hear stutter. Because I had a stutter problem. I was in church one day, and I was singing, and I was running too long. I was like, My grandma got fed up. She said, that nigga ain't running, he's stuttering. I was like, Grandma, Y'all, my name Deandre. God bless you. Good night.
Deandre Stringer, everybody. And keep that going for Carter Dougherty. Come
on. You're gonna notice a slight change in energy. Because I am an awkward white guy and not a confident black guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, this is just how I am. All the time. And I was talking to one of my friends about how I feel awkward all the time, and he was like, "Oh, Carter, that's not your fault. You got that autism." Or whatever. Yeah, I don't have autism. The lights are just loud in here, okay? Can we fix that? Okay, no. Also, I'm just 21. That's like how, like, everybody in my generation's a little bit touched with the tism. Like autism is my generation's herpes. You know, just assume you have it and keep fucking. Yeah. And no condom, and no eye contact either. Okay, all right, that's. You guys are nice. Thank you. Yeah. Like I was introduced as, my name is Carter. My mom named me after U.S. President Jimmy Carter. I don't know why either. She actually named all of her kids after U.S. presidents, because if there's anything white women love, it's a theme. But yeah, it goes me, Carter, and I got a brother named Jackson, sister named Madison, and then my mom, she just gave birth to my little baby sister. Her name's Grover Cleveland. That's a joke. Yeah, I don't have I do have a little baby sister though. Her name's Kennedy, little baby Kennedy. Yeah, I do find it funny though that my mom decided to name her after the hottest U.S. president of all time, when it's just the ugliest fucking baby I've ever seen in my life. And my mom keeps trying to tell me the only reason that the baby is so ugly is because she was born 2 months premature. But it's been a year. And that thing's still gross. No, okay. I'm sorry. No, she's cute. She's cute. But like in the same way that like a pug is cute. I don't know. I went home to visit little baby Kennedy about a year ago, or no, not a year, a couple of days ago. And when I went and visited, the baby still sleeps in my mom's room. And so I was just like, man, either my stepdad's getting no action, or they're fucking with the baby in the room. And I honestly don't know what they're doing, but Kennedy's first words were, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Daddy?" Her first words were daddy. That's the whole reason behind that joke. All right, go Bananas. I've been Carter Dougherty. You guys have been awesome.
One more time for Carter Dougherty, everybody. All right, I'm going to bring up your final amateur. Big energy, big energy. John Morris, everybody. What is up, everybody? How we doing? So my name is John. A little about myself. I grew up in a pretty gay household. Literally, like my mom was closeted for most of her life. My sister's a lesbian. My cousin's transgender. My dad's a Browns fan. Just a very gay house to grow up in. Oddly enough, Dad sucked the most dick every Sunday. Every Sunday. Lesbian sister, a little different growing up with, mainly because I had guy friends. And anytime the guy hears the word lesbian, their brain short circuits. It was a lot of, oh, bro, lesbian sister? That's hot. Not for me, Craig. Calm down. Every single one. Oh, bro, is she hot? Like, yeah, my dad had 3 fat sons, but the lesbian sister really turned it around. That's smoke show. It's the same bloodline. Like, we all look the same. She has a thicker mustache, and it's the only difference between us. Sister's a Gold Star lesbian, which if you don't know what that is, Gold Star lesbian is a lesbian that has never had sex with a man. Or as we used to say, ugly. Ooh. It's not a choice. Not hers, at least. Transgender cousin, that was a lot of different growing up with. I'm going to be honest. She's one of my favorite people, though. Great sense of humor. The other day, we were talking about how we could use more inclusive slang when it comes to the trans community. Because if you think about it, we use slang every day. It's a big part of our vernacular, but it's not very inclusive. Like, for instance, we all know that if you can see a woman's vagina through her pants, it's called a camel toe. But what is that for the trans community? It's no fucking camel I've ever seen before. That's for sure. I think I got it, though. I think I nailed it. I say we call it the platypus. Right? Because it's almost a beaver, but it's got a little duck bill in the front. I think I nailed it. Growing up in a gay household, obviously I came out a little wonky sexually myself. I am actually asexual predator, so... Ooh, hide your kids. No, I'm actually asexual. It basically just means I don't want to fuck anyone tonight. Cool, feelings mutual, I guess. That's fun. A lot of people don't know what that means. I'll put it to you this way. I had probably the most attractive girl I've ever seen. She came up to me at the bar. She took me back to her place, pulled her pants down, bent over in front of me and said, "John, take what you want." So I took her TV and I got out of there. Kidding me? 4K? That's a street smart TV now. You don't want to see how I got the remote home, but we got it. We'll say this. I see we're all drinking tonight, right? We're all having fun. Couple of us are sad drinking. That's cool, too. Whatever brings you out. I will say, I am actually court obligated to say, if you're driving home tonight, be safe out there. You know, get an Uber, take a taxi, use the back roads, whatever you got to do to get home
safe. I actually got pulled over a couple weeks ago. Cop pulled me out of the car, and I blew a 1.5. Yeah, he was an ugly cop, not even a 2. I didn't get a ticket, so that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen.
John Morris, everybody. All right, and that does it for the amateur division. Now I'm going to bring up your first semi-pro. Let's get juiced up. I shouldn't have said that. Let's just get loud. Loud, 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 loud. For your first semi-pro in the funniest person in Cincinnati contest finals, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremiah Martin.
What's up? The finals that go bananas, huh? Hell yeah, it's been an adventure, which is good for me. I love adventure. Hell, last week I went down and I wrestled a black bear in the mountains in Tennessee. The mountains is a gay bar in Chattanooga. That's where I met Deandre Stringer, you know? It's good to see the front of his face and just not the top of his head. So that was awesome. I do love adventure, though. It's because of my neighbors. I live in a duplex that has really thin walls, and I can hear them having sex constantly, day and night. Like, it's fucking impressive, to be quite honest with you. I think they have a prescription to ecstasy and Viagra or some shit. It's wild, man. The wild part about it is, though, they're actually a 65-year-old gay couple. I didn't know that till I met the guy, so for the first couple of weeks of living there, I just thought I was haunted by a ghost that couldn't get the last bit of ketchup out of a squeeze bottle. You know what I mean? The noise is just constantly, ooh, ooh. Yeah, it's some wild shit, man. At first I was like, God damn, I don't know if I can live here or not, you know? What if this ghost is a kind of a monster that's putting ketchup on a well-done steak? That's disgusting. Luckily, that's not what it is. Luckily, it's just two geriatric gentlemen expressing their love for one another, right? And who's not for love? I'm for love, you know? All I ask is, once I finish masturbating, I just want them to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to get to sleep. These guys have motivated me to date more, though, get out in the dating world. And at first, recently, I went on a date with a little person, and I fucked the whole date up from the beginning. As she was getting in my car for the date, she said, Jeremiah, I thought you told me you don't have any kids. It's like, I don't have any kids. Oh, the car seat. I didn't know the rules on that, whether you brought your own or if that was up to me to supply that. I was going to make sure you're safe, you know? Plus, I only got 3 points left on my license. I want to keep this shit, you know? It didn't get much better. I took her to the fair for the date, so she just had to stand there and hold my funnel cake as I got to ride all the rides, you know? It was a complete disaster. I say that's probably why it was the shortest date I've ever been on, huh? Final shit right there. But no, I met this one chick. She had her dog with her, so I wanted to make small talk with her. I was like, hey, what a beautiful dog you have here. And she was like, well, Roxy doesn't think you're too shabby yourself, do you, girl? I was like, that's fucking weird. She's talking to me through the dog in a baby voice. But I got some neighbors I need to keep up with. I'm going to play along with this shit, you know? It's like, well, maybe Roxy'd like to exchange numbers and we could hang out sometime. Yeah. Believe it or not, I've been dating a Dalmatian named Roxy for about a month and a half now. First couple of days we were inseparable. But luckily the neighbor came over the water hose, took care of that situation for us. Thank God it was getting embarrassing. I'm not with Roxy anymore, though. I finally had to tell her, you going now, get. Go on. Get. I don't want to accuse her of anything. All I know is there for about 3 or 4 days, all I could do was drag my ass on the carpet, just back and forth, back and forth. A disaster. I went on a date with a hipster. Y'all know what hipsters are? If you don't know what a hipster is, it's basically just a rich, entitled young person that shops at Goodwill so they can dress like the poor people they just displaced from their neighborhoods. It's like, goddamn, first you took our neighborhood, now my clothes. At least I still have my PBR or my dive bar. You'll never get that from me. They got that shit. But she was cool. She actually decided what we were going to do for the date, so we ended up drinking fermented beet juice at a place that repairs unicycles and tricycles. They didn't work on bicycles because two wheels are for the sheeple of society, you know what I mean? She had a very noble job. She was actually a service human for dogs that get stressed out by vacuums. Thought that was pretty noble of her. She was a real deal hipster, though. She would only do locally sourced heroin. Once she got it, she cooked it in a homemade wooden spoon over a homemade beeswax candle and then injected it with a homemade needle made out of a petrified raccoon dick. Real deal hipster. Hey, y'all be safe getting home tonight. I've had to quit drinking because I've had a couple DUIs in my life. And what happens when you get 2 DUIs is you have to do work release jail time. So when you go into jail from work, we want to make sure you're not sneaking anything in there with you. And I remember the first time I was naked, bent over, spreading my cheeks so another human could look inside me, just thinking, God damn, this is degrading as hell for that guy. My name's Jeremiah Martin. Thank you very much.
Your host, Mr. Rand Barnaclough.
One more time for Jeremiah Martin. And please help me welcome to the stage your next semi-pro, Brian Million, everybody.
What's happening? What's going on? Hello, hello, hi. How are you? Hello, hi. Black. Okay, yes. Okay, sisters. Yes. Okay, yes. Hi. Welcome. Hi. How are you? How are you? Black. Okay. Yeah. What's okay? Okay. All right. Hi. Welcome. Are you? Hi. Hey. Okay. Okay. Take it easy. Settle down. All right. Entitled white people. Okay. That's fine. That's okay. I always want to make sure white people are comfortable when I come into a dark room with 200 white people I don't know. So hi. How are you? We know exactly what uncomfortable white people do. They call the police. So hi, ma'am. Hi, are you okay? You're fine? Okay, all right. You're looking at me like we both at the zoo, but you in the car with your window down. Like, God damn. He speaks. Okay. All right. Oh, shit. He conjugates his verbs and everything. He killing it. You're not going to believe what I saw. My name is Brian Million. I recently had to go to the doctor's office. I had a wellness visit, which is an odd name to describe when somebody's sticking a finger in your butt because holy shit, the prostate exam is no joke. It is no joke. I do have some advice for the fellas who have not had a prostate exam. Make sure you know or you could talk to somebody afterwards because it's going to be a bad day, okay? It's a difficult day. You ain't just gonna bounce back from that shit, okay? Have you had your prostate examined, sir? Of course you have. I see that sadness on, I see the sadness on his face. He just like, oh shit, this is what we doing? We talking about butts today? Yeah, you need somebody to talk to. Did you have somebody to talk to afterwards or no? You just took it like on the chin. Yeah? Okay, you don't even know what to say. You know. I went to my mother because I figured she's compassionate. She could do some mom shit. And I went over, I was like, Mama, shit. I was at the doctor's office today, and they dug the finger in the booty because they said about the prostate. She said, somebody stuck a finger in your booty because of your prostate. You come over here and interrupt Young and the Restless because somebody stuck a finger in your booty. Shut your bitch ass up. You know your daddy tried to stick both his thumbs in my ass last night. I was like, why would you say that? Why? Yeah. Holy shit. She said, best thing I can do is tell you what your daddy told me. Next time, get you a shot of Patron, take some deep breaths and relax your ass muscle. Now get the fuck out the way. I'm trying to watch Victor Newman is what I'm trying to do. This is bullshit. My father has freaked the empathy out of my mama. Can you believe that? I want to go to my father and ask him, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you thinking? She's 72. What? You're like, I don't know, I just saw it on Pornhub. You just licking through the finger and just stick it in there. Listen, If you retire, stay the fuck off Pornhub. That is not for you. You're retired ass. You stay on Pornhub, sir. I see you. Your arms all crossed. You stay the fuck off Pornhub. It's important to have some questions. When you go through an experience like that, you need to have questions, right? But make sure, guys, that you have somebody proofread your questions, because coming from you, given the circumstances, it's going to sound super homophobic. My first question to my doctor was like, excuse me, doctor, just a couple questions. First, like, what is your left hand going to be doing? No, I'm serious. Like, why your right hand is in my behind? Is your left hand, are you right here? Are you doing this shit? What are you, how's it? Can we agree you shouldn't be doing this shit? Can we agree that that is not part of it? I went on the WebMD. WebMD said that you could ejaculate. You could bust a nut. They could be in there just mashing shit around, just like. Because I need to know that shit, right? You need to tell me that up front, because I can wear a condom, right? I got to go back to work. I can't go back to work at 2 o'clock in the afternoon with a sad face, smelling like this dude's cologne with semen all over my... All right. That's all my time. I'm Brian Million. Thank you very much.
One more time for Brian Million, everybody. And please help me welcome to the stage the very funny Will McKenzie.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden, what's up? What we doing? Yeah, man, give it up for Brian Million, man. That dude, he's black. He's real black. I'm not that, you know what I mean? That's like a Lil Wayne black, you know? I'm like Wayne Brady black. There's a difference. The difference, man. It's cool, man. Yeah, we'll keep it Christian. We'll keep it Christian. I grew up in a black Catholic church. Yeah, they got those. I got a black Catholic church. And a lot of people ask me, they're like, what's the difference between a black Catholic church and a white one? And really the only difference is the devil we despise is the white one. So like at you guys' church, he looks like the red guy with the horns. At our church, he looks exactly like every one of you. So that joke kills in black clubs. I'm tell you that. They enjoy it, man. Got some sports. People getting married sports. I used to play sports in high school, man, play sports. And I tell you one thing that I fucking hate about sports. I hate the ass slaps, you know what I mean? The ass slaps, you know. I hate the ass slaps. And the soccer coach, he used to give me ass slaps all the time, you know. And I hated that for 2 reasons. One, because he always did it a little too hard, you know. And 2, because I'm not on the soccer team. He's no longer there. He's no longer there. Cool, man. Been doing so. I'll tell you this, man. I like white people, man. I like white guys are my favorite, man. I like white guys. Let me give you a life hack. I don't know if you guys know this. A life hack with white guys. You don't have to ask a white guy his favorite sports team, right? You just gotta wait till he gets drunk, and he'll fucking tell you. You know what I mean? You never been in a store or something. You hear somebody just go, "Let's fucking go Bengals." You're like, Tanner, this is Walgreens. This is weird. Feels unacceptable. I know, man. I'm dating right now. It's cool. I know my type. I'm really into homeless women right now. Not a lot of baggage with them, so that's good. I will tell you, I know my type though, you know. Funny women, that's my type. Smart women, that's my type. Women with diabetes, that's my type too. That's a good joke, you know what I mean? It's cool though, man. I was dating this one white girl, and she told me, I'm sorry, yeah, I was dating this one white girl, and she said, before you meet my parents, I want to let you know my dad is a little bit racist. I was like, how in the fuck can you be a little bit racist? You know what I mean? That's like me telling you I have a little bit of gonorrhea. You know what I mean? Like, it's one or the other with those. I'm a level with you guys. You guys, you ever been texting two people at the same time and get the text mixed up? Anybody ever do that? Yeah, I did that with the young lady and my godmother, right? Yeah, we got the text mixed up. I sent this young lady thanks for the birthday card, and I sent my godmother, when are you gonna come over and sit on my face? And she said Wednesday. And I was like, what the fuck, you know? I work on Wednesdays. All right, my name's Will McKenzie. Thank you so much.
Will McKenzie, everybody. And keep that going for your next semi-pro, Corinne Turnbow, everybody.
What the fuck is up? Shut up, I don't got a lot of time. Will just described my ass, didn't he? Funny, smart, type 2 diabetic, little bit homeless. Hey, Will. Thank you. Ain't even know what the fuck he was doing. My only problem is I don't want no motherfucking kids. I'm not doing that shit. Kids sound stupid as hell to me. Being a parent, I'm not like giving my auntie body up for a motherfucker that only gotta work until they turn 18. Like that sounds dumb. But when I'm dating, niggas always think like, oh, well, you will have my baby. You will have my baby. No, the fuck I won't. I don't want your big-headed ass children. Then you get a smart dumb nigga. He always be like, well, what if Jesus put a baby in you? I'm like, all I'm gonna do is send that little motherfucker right back to him. Like, fuck. That's stupid. Like, no. Like, I'm your mama, your daddy is Jesus. Like, why would I deprive that baby of that? Like, that's crazy. That'd be fucked up on my part, you know? Who better to raise the baby than the father? Like, God, you got out that one, but you ain't about to Joseph me, bitch. Okay, but people think just because I don't want kids, that means I don't like kids. And that's just not the case. I love children. I'm an auntie. I told you I got an auntie body. It look like I got snacks in my purse. And I do, but that's not the point. Fuck y'all. That's not the point. I love being a fucking auntie. It's my favorite shit in the world. My family, my friends that are like my family, we all are a village, and they let me be an auntie to their children, and I really appreciate it, because I get to auntie how I like to auntie, though. Like, you know, most aunties, you come home from school, ask you, oh, how was school? What your grades look like? Nope, not me. That's dumb. That's dumb. I'm the auntie like, so what porn category are you into these days? Because you can tell a lot by a motherfucker about a porn category they in. Then you gotta get deeper, like how many pages deep are you in on that porn category? Because if you in page 57 and you done ran through 56 pages already, you got some shit going. So they let me auntie how I like to auntie. And what we do is we have this tradition. We do Sunday dinners every Sunday. It's the best shit in the world. I love it. So one Sunday, though, I go over their house. Everybody's gathered. We getting ready to have dinner. And my oldest niece is not at the table. And I'm like, well, what happened? Like, why is she not here? They're like, she grounded for sexting her boyfriend. Now, here's the thing. We pretty open village. We talk openly about sex. We have the hard conversations. We watch Euphoria and shit. We know what the fuck these kids is doing. They putting beer up their ass, crazy dumb shit, right? So that's not something that you would think to ground a young lady for, not in our village anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what? Like, okay, she was sexting. Can we talk about it? They was like, well, it's not exactly the fact that she was sexting. It's what she was sexting. And I was like, so what the fuck was she sexting that she couldn't
come to us with? And they were like, well, she was asking her boyfriend if she could peg him. Right. So for those of you who don't know what pegging is, let me be the one to tell you. Pegging is when a young lady takes a strap and puts it on her body and fucks the man in the ass. Yep, So I didn't know what pegging was. So I sat at the table and did a silent Google and shit. My problem was I hit videos. Right, and I just made the face y'all made. I did the international, you just found out what pegging was, goddamn face. Okay, and they all could see it on my face. So before they could like grab me or do anything or say anything, I ran straight the fuck upstairs. I bust in that girl's door and I said, bitch, I'm so motherfucking proud of you, bitch. You 15, 16 years old asking a nigga, can you peg him, bitch? I get nervous asking a nigga for the $25 it costs to go half on a plan B, and you walking around with the bad bitch energy to ask a black man to fuck him in the ass? Bitch, what's your cash app, bitch? Because you going places, and auntie need to go with you. Thank y'all so much, Go Bananas. I appreciate it.
One more time for Corinne Turnbow, everybody. And keep that energy going. Big energy for Dan Seabreeze.
Hey, how's it going? Okay, so not great. That's fun. You might have seen me before. I know Pauline has. I was in that video getting pegged. Well, I can't stop moving on stage. I'm afraid to stand still. I don't know what's gonna fall out, you know? Yo, dude, I'm having a weird-ass day. This morning I woke up and I watched this documentary about Hitler, which not a great way to start your day. But I watched it. It was called Blitz, and it's about how everybody in Nazi Germany was on hardcore drugs. And I found out that Hitler had really bad irritable bowel syndrome. So in 1937, his doctor's like, try cocaine. I heard that's good. Which, like, doctors in the 30s, they're like, we know two things. People need blood, and cocaine cannot be bad for you. That's the only thing we know for sure. Right? So they gave him coke, and from that day forward, Hitler loved cocaine. And let me tell you, when you find out you have something in common with Hitler, not a good day. We're also both bad at art or whatever. Dude, I love doing stand-up. It's like my third favorite thing behind coming and smoking weed. It rules. You guys should try it. The only thing that stinks about doing stand-up is that drunk middle-aged dudes will start conversations with you. And I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure. It's a fucking nightmare, dude. Let me tell you. Not people like you, sir. Others. But like one time I did this show, this dude followed me from the showroom outside. From behind, he puts his hand on my shoulder. Then he whispers in my ear, hey, buddy, got a new nickname for you. Which is quite possibly the worst way you can start a conversation. He was basically like, fuck whatever your mom thinks. I have some ideas. And he was like, from now on, I'm calling you Ginger, Ed Sheeran. Yeah, I don't know if you know, Ed's already a redhead. You didn't give me a nickname. You just called me someone else's name. That's rude as fuck. What the? It's like I went up to you, so I was like, you know what? You look like you love football. I'm going to call you normal size forehead, Peyton Manning from now on. Hey, you like that? Fun nickname. I don't know, dude. There's something about being a redhead that people think they can come up to you and talk shit about what you look like to your face like you don't have feelings. It's crazy. Like one time I did a show, my friend came up. She was like, hey, Dan, I was thinking you should write a new joke about how you look better on stage. I was like, that's crazy you say that, because I'm actually writing this new joke about how I have one less friend, you fucking bitch. I hate you. What the fuck? You suck. It doesn't even matter if I know you or not. Dude, one time, this fucking homeless dude, he walked straight up to me on the street, stopped, planted his feet, and pointed directly in my chest. And let me back up for half a second. I don't know for sure if this dude was homeless. That was a judgment call I made based solely on appearance, which isn't necessarily fair. So if he wasn't homeless, he was at least weathered, I'll say. That seems fair. Right, so he starts walking up, stops, plants his feet, pokes right at my chest. He goes, "You pumpkin spice latte looking bitch!" I was like, whoa, whoa. Like, who, me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's just... That's my favorite thing to say into a microphone, and a homeless dude spit on my lip when he said, "You believe that?" So fucked up. Anyway, he's up after me. You're gonna love him. Super funny guy. Everybody thinks he rules. Yo, I'm over science, dude. I'm fucking done with it. Don't worry, I'm vaccinated or whatever. I know it's a weird thing to say after the Hitler thing, but here's what I mean. Science is just kind of taking the whimsy out of life for me, because there's like a definition for fucking everything, you know what I mean? Like, I was smoking a joint and I was watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is a great classic racist as fuck movie. And I was watching it and I got to thinking, I was like, yo, half these dwarves would be normal if you just gave them like a Claritin, you know what I mean? Like, if you took these magical dwarves to like a CVS, you no longer have 7 magical dwarves. You have 7 short kings. That's all you got. Quite a downgrade. Here's the thing. I dropped out of college. I know so much about science, I can diagnose the rest of the dwarves that don't have just like allergies. I'll do it right now. Grumpy has hypertension. That one was easy. Happy is manic depressive. Bashful, anybody? Rosacea, actually. That one was a little tougher. And Dopey is secretly stealing all their medication. All right, that's going to do it for me, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show.
One more time for Dan Seabreeze, everybody. Keep it going for your next comedian, Giles Chickering.
Thank you. Thank you so much. A lot of very lovely looking people out here tonight. A lot of sick perverts out in the crowd right now. A lot of twisted freaks all looking at me. The first thing you thought, does the carpet match the drapes? You know what? Yeah. It does, all right? My pubes are 12 inches long, and it's a goddamn nightmare. I had to replace all the zippers in my pants with Velcro so my shit stopped getting tangled up in the morning. Every time I take off my pants, it sounds like I'm opening a middle schooler's wallet. Every single night, I'm like, wow, what a great day. Time for sleep. It's embarrassing. Some of you are like, it's so weird about your hair, why don't you change it? Hey, tried that. Turns out the fine folks at Supercuts don't do cornrows. Or at least they don't do them for me. That was made quite clear by the arresting officer. I always have problems at Supercuts. Last summer I tried to haggle down the price on cutting bangs. It's only half my hair. I shouldn't have to pay full price. Oh, I guess you're all pro Supercuts people. What? That's fine. Sports cuts, trash. I'll cut my own bangs with a cigarette lighter again before I go to sports cuts. Things are tough for me. I think that's quite clear. Should be pretty obvious by now. I don't know if I have a job right now. I know I had one this morning. I showed up to work, and then this afternoon my boss called me into his office, and then I laughed, in his words, way too hard at a picture of his wife. I was like, it's a funny bit, and he was like, what's the joke? I don't know if I'm allowed to go back there. It's no big deal, though. I think I got some money coming in this weekend. I'm hosting a yard sale in the parking lot of Marshall's. I'm going to undercut those fuckers like they've never seen before. The sick twist to it is that pretty much everything I own I once bought from Marshall's. So I think that's the circle of life, but I'm not really too good with economics. Aren't we all, though? It's okay, though, folks. I really hope comedy works out. No, it's going well. If I can get real with you for a second here, while we're hanging out, being quieter than I really wish any of you were. Look at that. You could do that the whole time. It's amazing. You've been doing that for a lot of the other comics. That's great. Great time to do it for them and not me. It's fine. Let's be real. Every single comic on this show could win. They're all great. Good for them. There we go. I don't have enough time. No more respect for them. Here's the deal. All right? Some of the other comics want the title just to have it. Some of them think it's going to help their career. Wink. I'm gonna level with you right now. Be vulnerable for a second. I am on stage right now in a desperate attempt to impress a woman. So, here's what can happen. If everyone in this room wants to participate in a real-life romantic comedy tonight, or if any of you have any belief in the concept of love, I am asking you now, don't fuck me on this. These other comics are gonna be fine. Don't fuck me on. Do you have any idea how hard it is for me to meet women? I cannot use any of the major dating apps. I was banned from all of them. I use them to promote cockfights. By the way, I'm gonna be hanging out, I'm gonna be passing out flyers by the door this weekend. We got Chicken Little versus Colonel Sanders. It's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Don't groan at me. This is how I make money. No, so please don't fuck me on this, because the only way I know how to meet women is with my Miata. I tried to impress them. I drive it up and down Montgomery very slowly, second gear, traffic backed way up, me doing pageant queen wave. And then I park the Miata on the streets, stare the women down that walk towards me, do the perfect opening line. I look at them, I say, "What are you doing here?" Pass out my business card. Of course, me doing Silence of the Lamb, full mangina, full color picture. That's it. Thank you very much.
Giles Chickering, everybody. And keep that energy going for Simon Frazier.
Hello, everyone. My name is Simon. I'm from England, but I went to college in America. College is confusing, right? Because you come in and you're like, I'm pretty liberal. And then you arrive and you're like, I'm a racist. No, I'm not a racist. I look like the ladybug from A Bug's Life. How's it going, everyone? It's good to be here. It is weird. I do think being in Ohio, it's weird. You guys are a little weird about race. Like, I've never heard the word urban used before to describe places of predominantly black people. I think it's weird because it's the one time white people in Ohio use the word urban with a bad connotation. Like, white people in Ohio love everything urban until it comes to people. Like, white people will be dressed in all urban outfitters, listening to Keith Urban, drinking an urban artifact, saying that the Jacksonville Jaguars didn't give enough time to Urban Meyer. And then you'll be like, hey man, you want to go to Avondale? And they're like, nah. It's too urban for me. I think we should use a new word. I think if we're going to use a word to describe a group of people, why can't that word be positive? You know, that's why I propose we stop using the word urban and we start using the much more positive word. Crack-a-lackin'. How was the party? It was crack-a-lackin'. Were there any white people there? I already told you. It was crack-a-lackin'. I like that joke because it tells me who in the crowd is quick, who in the crowd is slow, and who in the crowd is racist. So it's good to be here. Guys, why do people with Down syndrome always have a hot sibling? I told this to a girl at the bar. She said, that's disgusting. My brother has Down syndrome. I was like, you must have a second sibling. Oh. Yeah, I'm like the Quentin Tarantino of comedy. You may not like me as a person, but you have to admit, I am anti-Semitic. Okay, no. No, I am a Jew myself. I'm a bad Jew. I'm, what's the word? Catholic. Okay, this is good. I don't know. I am on the dating apps. Like Giles said. Dating apps. I think dating apps should add a new feature. You know, dating apps you match if you both swipe right. I think dating apps should add a new feature where you match if you both swipe left. You think you're hotter than me. I think I'm hotter than you. Seems like we both need to confront our egos. That'd be an interesting date to go on. So, what do you like to do? Not you. I don't know who I am. Like, I have pretty deeply held principles, but I'll change them in an instant if I think the person I'm talking to would disagree. Like, I was down in rural Tennessee right after January 6th. You don't need to know why. And I was speaking to this guy in his RV. And he was like, so what do you think about the election? And I was like, what do you think? And he was like, it's obvious. The evidence is right there. And I was like, how nice. A guy who can accept that Biden legitimately won the election. He said it's obvious that Biden stole the election. I said, how could anyone think any differently? He said it's all the Jews in Hollywood. I said they're the devils in disguise. I said if we don't do anything about immigration, our grandchildren are gonna grow up strangers in their own land. He said, take it easy. We were all immigrants once. Okay, you guys have been crack-a-lacking. I've been Simon Fraser.
Simon Frazier, everybody. All right, we're down to our final semi-pro, so let's give it up for Osha Dwyer.
Oh my God, hello everybody. This is so awesome. I'm so happy I get to follow the fancy British boy, and we're dressed the same. Good. He looks like he's never ate a tater tot. I look like I have multiple tater tot recipe books online. You can buy them after the show. I'll give you a zip drive. I got them at Costco. Oh, this is cool. I'm so happy to be here. Hello to Go Bananas. Hello to everyone at the Swingers bar next door that they're streaming it to. I love Swingers. If anyone's a swinger in here, I'll go home with you as your third. I know you don't want me, but I will. I'll go home with you. You don't have to have sex with me. I just want to rearrange your pantry. Just do your thing, and I'll be like, did you know that your baking powder expired last month? We gotta fix it. No, I'm bringing the energy down. We gotta chill out. You guys are sweaty. You might have one more place in your ballot. Maybe you came here to see your sweet nephew do comedy, and now you want to vote for the sad lady who had to go last? That's okay. I'll take it. I'm up here. I'm wearing my best maternity jeans. Do I have children? No. I love it. I feel like I get to wear maternity clothes because men at bars ask me if I'm pregnant a lot. Do you guys get that? I think I just have a weird Play-Doh body and I eat a lot of late-night cookies. They'll often say, when are you due? And to that, I like to say, I'm due right now and you're the new dad. We gotta do it. I'm gonna eat the placenta, cook it or something. It's freaking wild. I am a lady somehow, despite wearing this obviously chunky little boy's jacket. It's hard being a lady. I don't know if you heard, but the Supreme Court does not like us. They were like, you're doing too much, bitch, sit down. Just chill out. I feel bad about the Supreme Court decision. I think it might be my fault, because I forgot to go to the ladies' march. And I forgot to go to the big one with the pink hats. And instead of going, I stayed home and I did something with my fiance that we call Fancy Boy Pamper Party. You guys are familiar? It's where instead of going to March for Your Rights, you stay home and you cook your fiance a full continental breakfast, and then you wash his feet. Yeah, it's not illegal, it's just really fucking weird. I shouldn't have done it. I spent the whole pandemic with my fiance. We lived in a very small apartment together. He quickly figured out that I only know how to do 1.5 sexual positions. You guys know? I think that's all the female body can do, honestly. I think that's what our anatomy is built for. And I've seen adult pornography, but from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of cartoons. They can draw The Simpsons however they want. No freaks in the crowd, whatever. The people across the street love that one. I think the female body can only do 1.5 sexual positions. I think it can do one, which is laying down. And then it can do half, which is laying down, eyes closed. Right? Yeah? That's for when you're tired or you've had a lot of red meat. So, ladies, you can use that. That's something that I read in a Cosmopolitan magazine I found in a nightmare I had. So, it is up for grabs. It is up for grabs. I'm so happy to be here. I'm celebrating. It is my Pap Schmear Eve. Yeah. Thank you. I have to go to the doctor tomorrow. Once a year I go to the doctor and they create a new disease to embarrass me. Like last year I went to the doctor and my doctor was like, wow, you have the heaviest pelvis I've ever felt. I was like, oh no, is that critical? He's like, no, you're just fucking gross. I was like, okay, thank you. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Osha Dwyer, everybody. Now, I'm going to bring up let's bring up all the comics. Let's bring up all the comics that were on the show so we can put a face to a name for the voting. Come on, everybody on the show that was a comedian, come onto the stage. Yes, and it doesn't have to be in any particular order. You can just come up here. All the comics that were on the show, get up here. Immediately, and now. Hey, if you're next door at the bar, get your asses on the stage. Let's go. Let's go, yep. Hey, a little bit of hustle here. Let's go. Come on, for fuck's sakes. There they are. Jesus, fuck it. Yeah. Walk. Yeah, that's it, walk. Get up here. What are you doing? Come on. Yeah, you did comedy. Remember you did stand-up? Let's go. There we are. There he is. All right. Yeah, remember? Yeah, there he is. All right, I'm gonna say your name, and when I say their name, everybody clap, and then get the hell off the stage. All right, ready? McGregor Lakes, everybody. Gretchen Schultz, everybody. Lauren Hutton, everybody. Spencer Tomoki. Alex Hernandez. Halima Abshir. Jeff Norris. Joe Pappalardo. Grant Weber. Deandre Stringer. Carter Dougherty. John Morris. Those were your amateurs. Only vote for 3 of them. Now, for the people you vote for only 2 of, the semi-pros. Jeremiah Martin. Brian Million. Will McKenzie. Corinne Turnbow. Dan Seabreeze. Giles Chickering. Simon Frazier. Osha Dwyer. Thanks for letting me use that. All right, now we're going to bring the lights up. And you hear that weird, annoying East Coast voice? That's Josh O'Neill. People will be coming around with a bucket. You put your ballots in the bucket. We go count them. You have fun? Good, 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 good. Oh, yeah. It was disgusting. Yep, you put your ballots in the bucket. That's what we do. Ballots in the bucket. Yeah. I am. I'm from Mount Healthy, yeah. You're now? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Mount Healthy. Yeah, I'm from Mount Healthy. Yeah. All right, the whole crew. Nice. All right, if you haven't voted, put your little ballot in the air so somebody with the bucket, one of the bucket boys, can come around. All the ballots, all the ballots. Anybody got a ballot? Yep, that's right. Put those ballots in the bucket. No, tonight. Yeah. Hey, last call for ballots. Stick them little ballots in the air if you haven't voted. Have you voted? All right, we're good. Hey. Now I got it. Now, hey, I know everybody. I know everybody's excited and voting. They voted. I'm very excited. I know some of you think the show is just over. It isn't. I have to now try to do my art. And you having a full conversation. Hey, lady. I'm going to start doing stand-up now, if that's okay. I know, we all know who you voted for. Because you were screaming it louder than I was talking into a fucking microphone. So we all know. You have fun? Good. Sit down, I'm beginning. Don't scream I have to pee in my face. That weirdly made me have to pee. Is everybody good? All right, cool. Nice thumbs up, beefcake. Good for you. Is it very exciting? Very exciting. I have to be up here the entire time they're counting the votes, and I'm praying they're counting them quickly, because it really seems like everybody in here is ready to fucking leave here. And that will hurt my feelings, you fucking piece of shit. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Nice. Hi, handsome. How are you? Are you a firefighter? You're built like a firefighter. Are you a firefighter? Are you? Are you lying? You're not lying? He really is a firefighter? God damn. Yes! 1 for 1. Well, good for you. Do people look at you and go, out of uniform, do people go, you're a fucking firefighter? You look like you can really carry a pot of chili up the steps. You got big old horse choking arms, you know what I mean? That's good. You a firefighter? No way. You a retired firefighter? What did you used to do, scrub hard drives before you came? What are you up to? What are you up to? Same exact fucking hair as me? Dude, what? What did you do? Property manager. Landlord. Get him! Get his ass! What, do you work at a surf shop in Ohio? You're fucking handsome as shit, aren't you? You a professional paddleboarder? Hair model? Teeth model? Face model? Model? Can't believe you're here. I figured you'd be fingering somebody else's girlfriend. My God. See how fucking handsome this guy is? You see how handsome he is? This oddly feels like a church crowd. This is very strange. I gotta be up here for, don't say I'm a church crowd. You're one person. I have to be up here for God knows how long. Sometimes it takes them 3 hours to count. No. What a nightmare. I'd rather cut my dick off. Are you that hot? You're no way you're that hot. Arms crossed like my father. All right. I guess I'll tell a story about my dad. Every 3 Summer Olympics when I talk to my dad. Well, I mean, come on. I got my fucking hands and my neck tattooed. If you thought my parents were still married, you're a fucking moron. Like I was back there before I went up like, come on, this is for your dad. This is for daddy. No way. He's a piece of shit. He owes me 24 Christmas presents. So, he's a bad guy. He's a bad dad. He's bad. He's a bad. Everybody's got to have one. You had a good dad? I think so. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. You can tell by the very staunch differences in everything about us. Every time I talk to my dad, my dad is he's an asshole. This is what he does. I'll be talking to him on the phone, and we'll be having a very normal conversation. Like when I call him, he'll be like, how's your whole life been? Or he'll be like, who taught you how to ride a bike? You know, classic father, son. He'll be like, is your mom still a fucking bitch? That's the way my daddy talks. So I was talking to my daddy, and he always hits me with some wild bullshit at the very end of our conversation. Like, we'll be talking, and then he'll just, right before we hang up, he'll be like, all right, I'll talk to you. And I'll be like, okay. And he'll be like, oh, by the way, all Democrats are pedophiles. And I'll be like, hello? Hello? Dad? But this time I caught his ass. He was fucking ramping up. He goes, you know what I was thinking about today? And I was like, here it comes, dude. It's going to be some fucking wild bullshit. Here it comes. And he goes, this generation of people who are alive today, they're the biggest bunch of pussies that have ever lived. And I was like, whoa, no, we're not. I was like, I actually think this generation of people who are alive are the strongest generation of people that have ever lived. And I think that just solely based on the shit that we put in our bodies. Dude, can you imagine going back in time and giving a cowboy a Four Loko? Get the fuck out of here. They'd be punching trains off the tracks and fucking robbing themselves and kicking holes in horses. It'd be the fucking buck Wild West. I ate a beef and cheddar 2 weeks ago. I felt a little weird, but I still made it to happy hour. If you went back in time and gave a pharaoh a beef and cheddar, and that dude took one bite, he would poop himself to death immediately. And then they'd bury him in that triangle house. And they'd scratch a beef and cheddar on the wall with a no smoking sign through it. And like 10,000 years later, some scientists would walk in and be like, hey, Mike, is that a fucking beef and cheddar? The hell happened in here, Mike? Should we suck each other's cocks, Mike? Mike, should we fuck? Michael, Mike, should we fuck, Mike? I'm not letting you do it to me this time. I'm doing it to you. End scene. You got a bidet at your house? Okay, no answer, crusty butthole. What about you? You're gonna be blasting fires professionally, but not the one in your ass? Damn. It's crazy to me. You'd be good at it. You'd probably be able to put a match head out in your shower. I asked a dude in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which beautiful, artful city. Fort Wayne, Indiana sucks. It's the most hillbilly. Fort Wayne, Indiana, you never have to go there because it's the type of place that if it rains too hard, you can hear a hillbilly go, well, that's because gay people live here. It sucks. It sucks. It's a fucking nightmare. And I asked one of the Carhartt salesmen in the front row, I went, hey, you got a bidet at the house? I was already bombing. I don't know why I did that. I was like, you got a bidet? And he went, gay for water. So I'm glad I'm here. That's insane. That's an insane thing to yell at somebody. I didn't know about bidets except for gay for water, and that weirded me out. So I looked them up on Amazon, and dude, the 1-star reviews for bidets on Amazon are fucking wild. The first review I saw was like, this thing ripped my asshole to shreds. 1 star. I was like, whoa, dude. I saw one way down the list, like, this thing didn't rip my asshole to shreds enough. 1 star. I was like, okay, daddy. Nice. I got my bidet. I got it home. I hooked it up. I left my own review. I was like, I like it, but it keeps getting my underwear wet. 1 star. I don't know how to use it. No, I know how to use my bidet now. People think I use it. People, people think I use it too much. You know what I mean? My friends will come over, they'll be like, dude, are you shitting again? I'm like, brother, I am coming. It's awesome. It's awesome. And if there was a higher setting, I'd fucking I'd be blasting shit I haven't even eaten yet, if I'm being honest. And let me tell you something, guy from Fort Wayne, Indiana, if you're here. If loving your bidet is gay, then I am Freddie Mercury stand-up 69ing Elton John on a pride flag. I love it. Correct response. I licked it. Started watching this show called Dirty Meemaws. Dirty Meemaws. Well, you might know it by its Christian name, Hoarders. It's an accurate name for that show. I know people that can't watch Dirty Meemaws because they say Dirty Meemaws gives them anxiety. I'm like, unless you're watching it in a chair made out of Rain-Soaked People magazines, you're doing okay. You can watch it. My favorite part is the end of Dirty Mimos. Well, they always throw up a fact. They're like, Dolores sleeps on a cereal box. And you're like, you dusty old bitch. The best shit in the world is the end, because the end, the screen goes black and white, and it shows the Mimo, and she's like, she's like pointing at where her shit used to be, you know? She's like, there used to be a dog under that refrigerator. And the words come up, and it always says the same words. It says, 2 months after the crew left, Dolores began hoarding once again. You're like, yeah, no fucking shit. Look what you did to that lady. You left a mentally ill Mimo in a destroyed house, and you fucking stole all her treasures on TV. Nobody on that show ever hoards anything cool either. You never see a dude walk up to a camera like, you got to get my peepaw out of there. He's hoarding all the pussy. They're going to suck and fuck him dry in there. You got to save his ass. He's an old man. His fucking house stinks. Save him. Save my peepaw. And then you say, save my peepaw. Why don't we give a quick round of applause for our wait staff, huh? That'd be nice. It's Morgan and Hannah and Riley and fucking Pat. There's a few of them and a lot of you, so hook them up. I know there's shit added to the bill, but maybe throw a couple sangles down, maybe a coin or two. That just sounded like they were outside the gas station. I don't know why I said a coin. Give Morgan an extra nickel, will you guys, please? She wants shoelaces. Guys, Morgan needs shoelaces. I started watching this other show called The 1,000-Pound Sisters. Will? You like it? Why? It's a good question. Why do you like The 1,000-Pound Sisters? Hold on, shut the hell up. What? You like the show because one of the 1,000-Pound Sisters had a baby. What was it, a fucking hot and ready? What was it? What do you mean that's why you like the show? That's why you like it? You tuned in, you were like, I wonder what happens. Is she gonna have it? What? What'd you say? Oh. Okay, well, weird turn from you, lady. She hasn't laughed at one thing. I started talking about 1,000-Pound Sisters, and I heard a conversation, which you're not supposed to be having, technically. And I said, what are you talking about? And she said, oh, we were talking about the hippo. And clapping. So anyway, this is about the 1,000-Pound Sisters, not a hippo. Crazy. I lied when I said I started watching the 1,000-Pound Sisters. What actually happened was I was taking a summer's nap. Did I do that with my mind? Did that go into somebody's neck? I was taking a summer's nap, and Hulu just kept fucking playing. And when I woke up, my TV screen was a lady's face like, oh, I can't live like this! Like, oh, great, another show to masturbate to? What? Yeah! You smoke weed when you drive? Not yet. Are you 14? What do you mean not yet? Smoke weed when you drive? Do you smoke weed when you drive? You ever smoked weed in your life? Nice. Hell yeah. Anyway, this is a nightmare. I smoke, this is a living nightmare. Count the votes. I've never had less fun with a group of people, I'll be honest. It's usually in pockets, but it's fully the worst time I've ever had. Yeah, you should all. I smoke weed when I drive. Thank you. Well, because it helps me focus. It helps me focus on how fucking drunk I am. You know what I mean? Nah, you can't drink and drive. You can't. Drinking and driving is bananas. You can't drink and drive. You can't drink and drive. I mean, you drink and drive and you'll be like, watch me wreck the car, Dad. You can't drink and drive. That's a nightmare. You smoke weed and drive, all you do is have thoughts. You'll just be like, what is wind? You'll sway in the lane, but you'll stay in the lane. You'll just be like, what is wind, man? What is wind? You'll stop at a stop sign for 42 seconds. What is wind? I threw my car into kilometers on accident, and I was like, I'm going fast as fuck. What is wind? What is it? I smoke a vape pen when I drive, like a gentleman, like a patriot. I smoke a vape pen. Vape is, it's like syrup. It's like weed syrup. You hear me? You hear me? It's like weed syrup. And when you hit it once for 20 minutes, you go, man, I bet I can master the guitar today. I bet I can play it better than Jimi Hendrix. I know. I was so high, I had this thought. This is a legit thought I had. And this is going to blow some of your tits off. This is a legit thought I had. I was like, can you imagine being the first person to ever hear a parrot talk? To ever hear a parrot talk? It's like the 1400s. You're walking through the jungle. That's where parrots are from. You're walking through the jungle. You got your little leather sandals on. You see this big, beautiful green bird. You're like, look at that motherfucker. And the bird's like, you're gay. And you're like, what? Who comes to this jungle? My dad? And I had that thought, and then I was just at Whole Foods. Because I don't know if you know this, but if you zone out for 20 minutes and you drive a Prius, it just fucking takes you to Whole Foods. I was in there like,
fish on the hot bar. Ohio's landlocked.
I was driving to Detroit, so I was in the state of Michigan. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I was driving to play sports for Michigan.
What the fuck? Why'd you woo? Is that why you wooed? Is that a football woo? Exactly. Take it easy in here. You know where you at? Okay. Okay, see what you turned this into? Okay, you see what you turned this into? You see how bad you just fucked this up for me? I started getting a little bit of momentum. And because I said the dumbass state of Michigan, I brought up that I was driving to Detroit, you fucking idiot. I brought up nothing else, no other part of it, that I just happened to be there. All right, fine. I was driving through, who else has legal weed? I was driving through the state of Denver, and I mean, it's like, shut the fuck up. Why did I say Michigan? Because I was telling the truth. I should have just fucking lied, and by this point, you guys would be like, but now I got fucking, go bro, shut up! Make sure this man's vote doesn't count. Make sure this fucking interrupting piece of shit's vote. So anyway, I was driving in the state of Denver, beautiful, or the state of Colorado. I got so high before this. I'm driving, did you see what I did to my clothes? I'll tell you what, those Amazon Chinese suits do not breathe a lick. I was fucking dying back there. Suit was white when I started. I pissed through it. That's what that was. I was driving in the state of Colorado, beautiful Colorado, and I saw a billboard, and the billboard said, if you drive high, it's still a DUI. And I was like, no, it fucking isn't. What's the field sobriety test for weed? They just pull you over, and the cop's like, not only did he say the alphabet backwards, the motherfucker did it in French. I was at a bar with a friend of mine. Jesus. The rudest thing. I was at a bar with a friend of mine, and we were just having like a guy's night. You know, we were doing what guys do. Burning crickets with a magnifying glass. Taking our shirts off and running through the bus station. Just guys' night. Just raw dog having sex with each other's mouths. And as soon as a guy with a ponytail walked betwixt my friend and I, we smelled a vicious fart. Like when we smelled it, I was like, that can't all be air. That was crazy. That man needs surgery on his butthole. And my buddy goes, did that guy just crop dust us? And I went, I don't know, man, maybe. And my buddy goes, should I go say something to him? And I was like, fuck yes, yes. Because I wanted to see my friend get beat up over a fart kind of thing. So my buddy's like, you got my back? And I was like, absolutely. So we walk over to this table full of guys with ponytails, and you like know the guys I'm talking about. They all look like they work on motorcycles, but they definitely work on computers. You know what I'm talking about? And as soon as we walk over, my buddy's like, hey, ponytail! I'm like, fuck, we're already fighting. Here we go. He goes, you just crop dust me and my friend back there? And the guy with the ponytail looks and he goes, what? No. He goes, I think you did, man. I think you farted on me and my friend. And at that point, the dude with the ponytail's friend gets up, but he had another rung in his ponytail, so you like know he's the leader or whatever. And he gets up, he goes, hey, he said he didn't fucking fart. Leave him alone. I was like, damn, this is getting heated. Probably shouldn't have blamed my fart on that dude with that ponytail. No, we'll do it in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Greeman.
Everybody give it up for Greeman. All right, well, I don't want to tell another single joke, so let's get this out of the way. What do you say? Yeah? All right, here we go. I'm going to announce the amateur first. The winner of the 2022 amateur division of the Funniest Person in Cincinnati contest is Carter Dougherty. And in the semi-pro of the 2022 Funniest Person in Cincinnati, Simon Frazier. Oh yeah. All right, there they are, amateur Carter Dougherty. No, you're winning. They won. Simon Frazier. Let's do it again next year. Thanks everybody for coming. Get home safe.